Right, shall we do this before I die? I think we should. Hello. Mel is ill. Officially. I've got a fever and everything. The thermometer told me so. Right. You know Thursday night where I was at home because I was feeling rough and that sort of stuff, and I said I was just getting over a bit of the flu. To be truthful, today's the first day since then that I've actually managed to actually get up and do anything. I have been ill. I'm not 100% guys, but I wasn't going to miss the show. So, apologies if I am not my normal bouncy self. Right now I'm loaded up on medication, sugar, various like these compound drinks, which are supposed to be full of vitamins and everything I need, and taste like chocolate milkshake, which are quite nice. But, man flu, Ebola. Don your gas mask. I don't think you can catch it via the internet. No, what you call it? I mean, in all honesty, guys, yeah, Thursday I just thought I picked up a bit of the flu, I was feeling a bit rough, and normally when I get ill, yeah, I'm only ill for like 24 hours. I have a sick day, and then the next day I feel a bit groggy, but I'm back on my feet. It's been a long time since anything like this has taken me off my feet. It's Kez's fault. She made him radioactive. There's some logic in that. Kez started her job on Thursday. Plague Lord Mel, you need leeches. It's that zombie virus. Thanks, AW. Tom's saying, I know the feeling, Mel. Tom asked a good question earlier. Yeah? Which do I prefer, the Spitfire or the Mustang? And it's it's actually a really challenging question, because they are probably my two favourite World War II planes. Okay? Yeah, I know, Tam. I know. Yeah? But anyway, the reason why the Spitfire and the Mustang are my two favourite planes is, well, the Mustang, yeah, the Mustang was the fighter plane that supported which was used by One Air Commando, yeah, which were attached to the Chindits on their second operation, yeah. So I know quite a lot about the Mustang, yeah, and I've made the Mustang, okay, as a model. Now, with the Spitfire, you see, the Spitfire is quite iconic to me, yeah, because the Spitfire was designed by Reginald Mitchell, yeah, and he's from Stoke. He's a local bloke, or he was, yeah. And in my local museum and part of my childhood, we've always had the Stoke Spitfire, and we've always had a Spitfire in the local machine, and it's still there. I mean, I think literally it's been removed from the museum this month because it's gone to a restoration company to be picked up, and they're building a new sort of glass aviary for it to display it, because prior to that it was in the museum in a special section. But this Spitfire has sort of been part of my visit to the local museum my entire life and my children's life. So I don't know, Spitfire or Mustang, I don't know. Right, I need to open the the Google Doc. The link is in the description if you've got any questions. As always, I will do my best to answer them, guys. In between lots and lots of relatively large, deep breaths. Okay. Right, so responses, delete the last ones. Yeah. Oh, that hurt. Oh. That blew away some cobwebs. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, do that. We are now accepting responses. So if you've got any terrain questions you want any help with, in there, yeah. Now, I am a little bit concerned, to be truthful, because I need to be working. You know what I mean? Not ill. Yeah, obviously I managed to get you out the storage video. I didn't want to release that video, to be truthful, but I didn't go back into the studio on Friday, and so I couldn't finish what I was working on. And so when Saturday came, it was like, right, that's the one I've got saved in the bag. So I shared that one. Okay, careful, you'll break another rib. Really hope not. And the Spitfire saved Britain. A lot of stories about the Spitfire. I think the best one I liked about the Spitfires were because all the male pilots, yeah, were basically in the RAF who flew the Spitfires. When the Spitfires were made, they were flown to the RAF bases, yeah, by women pilots, okay, because there weren't any male pilots to fly them. And I can remember reading somewhere, and one of you guys will correct me if I'm wrong, but every so often, you know, they would come across Germans, you know, and obviously they didn't have any ammunition or guns in them, or I think they had guns, but I didn't think they had any ammunition. So they started arming them. So these female pilots were flying them from the factory to the whatchamacallit, yeah. And if the Germans were on, they were having a go. I love that. That's so British. Woman's place is in the kitchen. Unless she's flying a Spitfire to the RAF base, yeah, and she's attacked by Germans, in which case, shoot them down, darling. Anyone with that flu, please don't go out too soon. Round 2 will kill you. What? What do you mean round 2? Hi everyone. Anyone else's KFC ran out of chicken? Really? KFC ran out of chicken? Getting loads better now. Nice to hear it, Jez. To be truthful, I do have to watch my chest. Yeah. About 5 years ago, I was hospitalised. Yeah, with a batch of pneumonia. Yeah, I actually picked it. I got it. Basically, I had recurring infections and everything so long. I actually got hospitalised. I got blue lighted in. I collapsed at home, and so I have to be sort of conscious. Very conscious of you know, when I get ill and that sort of stuff. But normally, I'm only ill for like 24 hours. I can normally knock it back, you know. I'm not one of these people who likes to suffer. You know, I don't wallow in discomfort and that sort of stuff. I'm more like, no, to get off your backside, boss, and get cracked on, you know, do as much as you can. That sort of mentality. But this one, whew, just a minute. 1 second. My brothers text me. All Android here. Oh, sorry, you have to keep up with the family admin, don't you? Get ginger root. Oh, 1 second. Are you still doing that competition? They're playing a competition, some cash grab competition on their mobiles. Your system gets so depleted easy. Get it for a second time or another version of it, or pneumonia. That is what my kid is seeing so much of hospital in the right now. Yeah, I know when you run down. Women in kitchens. Actually, no, Anthony, I wasn't in any way putting down women. I was talking about the irony of the Britishness where, you know, until shit hits the fan, you know, it was the very British way to, no, women don't come out of the kitchen. Right, we're fighting for our lives. Here, I'll then take some ammunition and fly that Spitfire down to that base. Jonathan, nasty lung fungus in the Navy, flares up whenever the flu comes to visit. Nasty dude. No, great, now it's a radioactive mutant zombie virus. Just let me explain to me. I don't get to chat to my brother that often, and he's just sort of, you know, when someone comes to you with that, can we chat sort of texty, you know, when they're trying to vibe, and I just want to let him know that I'm live on YouTube, and I'll get back to him when it. Oh, right, okay. Hot toddy. I think Mel's having drawbacks from running out of Toblerone. I've still got a chunk left. Mel, check out the tune Spitfire by Public Service Broadcast. Spitfire by Public Service Broadcast. Alright then. Let me open that up on a YouTube. I can't play it for you all, but I can search for it. Public Service Broadcast. Public Service Broadcasting. Yeah, I've got it, mate. What you call it? I'll watch it after the live show, man. Tell your brother to join us. My brother's not really a war gamer or a model maker. Mel has a brother. Mel has two brothers. I have one brother who's older than me, and I have one brother that's younger than me. I am the middle one. My older brother is 9 years older than me, and my younger brother is 7 years younger than me. Toblerone is gone. No, Toblerone's not gone. Still got one chunk left. Oh, with a hot toddy and a good curry. You know what? If I could stomach the food... My stomach's not been settled. Because you know what it's like when you're phlegmy and... You know what I mean? Yeah. I have recently just tackled Cocoa Pops. Which are my... Cocoa Pops are my recovery food. Yeah, it's the one thing that when I've been ill or anything like that, it's always the first thing I eat. Because it's like, it's sugar, it's easy, it's got nice cold milk in it. Yeah, so I really watch it. So, but say hi to Mel's brother. We should be good, Larissa. I think he said last week that about half his fans are UK. Half my fans are US. Why? What's the issue? There you go. That's my brother. He's sending me watch at emoticons. Just for giggles. I've got to text him back. Oh, right. They do a great album, Race for Space 2. I'll check it out, mate. I'll check it out. That's a bit bright on my face, isn't it? Let's drop that now. I'll go that off and see if we can stop making me look like I'm that dead. PayPal for Cocoa Pops. Don't make me laugh. But the milk does not go with the Rick, it's gummy. I know milk's a bit iffy whenever, whenever you got sort of a poorly stomach. They say you shouldn't go for milk because it curdles, don't they? Yeah, but I've always sort of had the mentality that milk has always been my recovery food. Just saying, 999 if you collapse on the air is all. Well, luckily my wife is in there. She's okay, but no. I think even she wasn't sure about it until I stuck the thermometer under my tongue and it came out and it was like, oh yes, I'm feverish. I mean, I'm actually feeling a lot. This is probably the best I've looked all day. But, you know, everyone's sort of made damn sure I haven't done anything other than sort of... He says, happy Sunday to you all. Do me a favour, everyone. I'll send him a photo. Yeah? Can you just say, hi, Martin, and just stick it in the comments? And I'll take a photo and I'll send it to you. Just for giggles. Now the virus has Jace. Jace is ill? Is Jace ill? No, this is important. Jace is not a well man. If Jace gets ill, that's not good. Is Jace ill? Has someone heard Jace is ill? I'll wait till the screen fills up with the hi Martins, then I'll take the photo, guys. It's giggles, isn't it? Yeah, he'll love that. There you go. That'll make him laugh. Thanks, guys. But no, what you call it? Damn, even I don't get a greeting like that. Come on, he's only me brother. Who's Martin? Nice one, Diggy. Everyone's coming going, who's Martin? Mel says you smell. Cheers, Ant. Right, so no, what were we on about then? We got off topic, didn't we? So first, do we know if Jace is ill? Has anyone heard it? I just need to check that, because like I say... Come on, where's that Jace? Does he have hair? To be truthful, yeah. As a younger child, because I was younger, Martin struggled with his hair, because Martin essentially lost his hair at 16. Yeah, and it never came back. Yeah, and me being the younger brother, I used to call him the balding eagle. Mel, you need to troll Westy. He's live right now. Is he? Right, shall we raid him? I may be ill, but Mel is in shits and giggles. What do you call it? West Side. There you go, West Side. Come on. Right. Right. Everyone raid Westy. Raid his comments. Tell him Necromunda sucks. That'll drive him nuts. No. Have Kez text Jace. They are always chatting anyway. They're up to something. I don't know what it is. But they're up to something, those two are. Nope, Jace hasn't been ill, been confirmed ill. Right, okay. Calls the kids to say go. And, cheers, bud. Make him a flock wig. Ah, calm. Just raiding Westy's room as we do. Right, let me have a quick nose. We've got 3 questions already. Yeah, these are going to be P-takes, aren't they? Actually, no, they're not. All right, then. I'll get a couple more and then we'll get going. But I've got one from Anthony, one from Bill, and one from Tom so far. How would you guys style Anglo-Saxon Arthurian Wizard's Tower? It's interesting, that one, isn't it? Because, I mean... Wizard's Towers are more a fantasy concept. You know? What defines it as a wizard's tower? I mean, the Anglo-Saxon and the Arthurian is quite easy, you know? But what defines a wizard's tower compared to a tower? Excellent rating, folks. Oh, what am I like? Oh, right. So yeah, what defines a wizard's tower? You know, I mean, whenever I've looked at the fantasy, you know, they've always sort of been quite isolated, you know, which would make sense. You know, if you had a community and it had a wizard in it, and wizards were known for doing crazy things, it's got that hermit side to it, hasn't it? Like, no, you go over there. You know, and wizards don't want to really be bothered by, you know, mundane people that much, I would imagine. You know, you don't want people constantly staring up at your tower wondering what that purple smoke is, you know, or where that dragon came from. So I imagine a wizard would be quite happy with being out of the way, and the people who are, you know, the community that the wizard belongs to would also be happy with that situation. Okay? A repaired and repurposed a pointy tower roof. In the Winter King, Merlin has a dream tower, put a stone circle on top instead of a telescope. Well, I mean, they often use telescopes because wizards, you know, used to study the stars. You know, telescopes are a strong theme with wizards. A wizard tower is always flatter at the top than the bottom. Why? He's got a game tomorrow, so he's got to finish his toys tonight. No worries, Cat. As long as he isn't ill, that's fine. Secluded and alone, far away from civilization, so they don't blow up other people. Yeah. Slate tile roof. Yeah, I can't imagine. You see, wizards you generally sort of associate with money, don't you, and power and that sort of stuff. So they wouldn't have a thatch roof on top of their tower. Or wooden shingles. I mean, you'd have to be a poor wizard to have wooden shingles. Yeah? Wizards' towers are quite often represented as rickety. Do you know what I mean? You know, whenever you see them in a fantasy setting. I mean, why is that? I mean, do they think, well, it doesn't need to be built sturdy because no one's going to be stupid enough to attack a wizard's tower? Perhaps it's an illusion. Perhaps there's no tower. Perhaps he's in a tent and the whole tower is an illusion. No, I mean Westy, not Jace. Oh, alright then, Flat. Hello?
Hello.
Don't get too close, you know the rules.
I've got the same thing, Dad.
I know, but I don't want you to get this.
Come on. Do you like it?
What's that? Oh, it's your warmer
Phone
glove.
holder.
Your phone holder. She made a glove for holding a phone. Orthanic wasn't rickety. Very true. Very true. Anglo-Saxon would probably be a wooden tower. Well, from what I can understand and from the research I've been doing, watchtowers were pretty rare anyway. What would you say, yeah, are the characteristics of a wizard's tower?
So, like, what would it be made out of?
If someone says, oh, it looks like a wizard's tower, what would you imagine?
Like a big pointy side of a castle that's in a circle with stairs going around, and then at the top there's a little cauldron.
There'd be a cauldron, would there, at the top?
Yeah.
So would it have a pointy roof?
Yeah.
Okay, so where would the cauldron be?
It would be like it would be in the middle of the circle when you get to the top, and then on the top where the pointy roof is, there would be like a little swirl to show that it's magic.
So like some sort of magical symbol on top of the pointy
Yeah.
roof, like a warning sign. Crazy wizard lives here.
Yeah.
All right.
Why?
Anything? Because we're just talking about wizard's tower, and I was thinking, what do you think a wizard's tower would be?
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's okay.
Oh, Wills, can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Can you just go into the kitchen and grab me an Ensure, please?
Sure.
Mum should have one on the table for me. Just ask her. What does the wizard study, magic-wise? True? What sort of wizard is he? Mel, what drugs are you taking? At the minute, I'm just on paracetamol.
I'll draw what I think it is.
You gonna? All right, you draw what you think it's going to be. Dietary food supplement for special medical purposes. Chocolate. 1.5 kilocalories per milliliter. 200 milliliters. Willow?
Yeah?
What's 1.5 times 200?
300?
Well done. So, what's 300 times 1,000?
What's 1 times 200, Will?
No, just a minute.
What was the question?
No, she got the first bit right.
What was the question again?
What's 300 times 1,000?
300,000.
Yep. 300,000 calories in this.
Oh my god!
I'm not joking, watch.
There isn't there.
1.5 kilocalories per milliliter. Yeah, 200 milliliters in it.
Yeah, you're alright.
I thought that meant to, like, keep you healthy.
I mean, I'm not joking. Look at the numbers on that. On there, 1.5 kilocalories per milliliter and 200 milliliters. That's enough to keep you going for.
What was it, Mal?
It's got 300,000 calories in this.
Here you go, get it down in there.
I know.
So, Dad, can you just imagine?
Watch out for the White Walkers. Yes,
Can
darling.
you imagine that this wall is see-through? Because I'm going to, like, draw the
Yeah,
inside.
you draw the insides then, and we'll imagine that it's a cutout, okay? That's only 300. Oh, a kilocalorie is what? Is 1 calorie, is it? I know you're probably right, but the science behind that, I just ate. Kcal is 1,000 calories. Kcal does not equal a calorie. Ugh.
Is it like a normal milkshake? Or is it super sugary?
It's a bit powdery,
Ew.
and it's not.
Should freeze him, Bob. Have him like Joe Blease. What did he say? Just one? He says a bit powdery.
It's not the nicest of things, but what medicine is.
I like medicine.
That's because you have children's medicine that has flavourings and stuff put in it. You wait till you become an adult.
Oh, no.
Considering we buy our own medicines, you'd think they'd come up with nice, sweet tasting medicines. Oh, I went last year. Could you make a replica of Blemish Museum? I could. Probably won't. Right, Mel. A calorie, capital C, is 1,000 calories, small c. Don't you hate that things like that? I have an old design of a mine for a tower. Not very typical or Anglo-Saxon though. Liquid Toblerone? Guys. Oh. Just a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. And it does.
Do you want to get you a spoonful of sugar?
No, thank you, darling. look for Anglo-Saxon designs and put it onto a wizard tower. I haven't done. Yeah, but can I get a coffee?
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour?
Yeah.
Really, not very milk at all, Duck. Yeah, make it sweet.
Okay.
Anglo-Saxon tower.
I'm typing it in on Google to see what comes up.
I'm looking for an Anglo-Saxon. Yeah, tower. See what. There's supposedly an Anglo-Saxon tower in Oxford. So actually, the majority of Anglo-Saxon towers were square.
Well, that's not how I saw it.
No, but it appears to be. I can't see
What circle? There.
Yeah, but that's attached to a church. That's a church tower. Where they're separate. Oh, I like that. So this is the door. These are the stairs that you go up it. Yeah. And then you've got the cauldron with the wizard. And then at the top of the spiked tower, you've got some sort of whirly symbol to say that it's a magic tower. That's brilliant, Wills. I like that. I like that a lot.
That's what I think it is.
Oh, careful. You almost fell over there.
I only came down to get my yogurt pops.
No, not good for diabetes, no.
No.
You're drunk, so you're an ex-squaddy. You've drunk worse. I have. Like I say, it will go down. For models, what's the best glue to use? Depends on what you're gluing, mate. Yeah, generally PVA for terrain building. Yeah, when you get onto plastic models, obviously plastic glue. And then if it's not PVA or plastic glue, it's normally super glue. Unless you want to start going to the epoxies, the hot glues and that sort of stuff. If you're really, really interested, check out the Back to Basics video. There's a video specifically on all the different types of glues and what you use them for, mate. If you're really interested. Round towers came in with cannons. Is that a bit like sloped armour then? Speaking of Anglo-Saxon designs, those old white dwarf tutorials for Rohan buildings would be good though. I remember those were good. But from what I can see, most Anglo-Saxon towers were stone. I can't see a single example of a wooden one. Oh, they're nice.
Yeah, and they're freezing, so it's really nice.
That's what they were designed for, to bounce shells. Really? So I always thought it was something. Actually, I mean, I think I don't. I always thought it was perhaps something about fields of fire and that sort of stuff. But actually, I'll try one, darling. Go on.
It's literally just frozen yogurt.
You remember I'm poorly though.
Yeah, no, that's why it's good.
Yogurt isn't the best thing if you've got a dodgy belly.
Lactose intolerance.
I'm not lactose intolerant, darling.
Yeah, I know, because of all of the milk and it may make you sick.
Same with star fortresses. Star fortresses were designed that way for the shells. I always thought that the star fort. Oh, thank you, darling.
There you go. No, I'm alright, Todd. Are you putting them in a bag or something? But put them back in the freezer when you put them in a bag until you go. Or else they'll just go all
Hey, Rudy.
like mush.
So when's question time?
Have I? Again? Brilliant.
Oh, right. I think we'll have to do some questions.
Can I join in?
Anytime.
I will literally just go to the end and keep on popping on my yogurts. Oh,
Alright.
they're yummy. Oh, can I get the chair from over there?
You go grab the chair from over there, darling. And then you can sit down with me.
Yes, I am strong.
Yes, you are. Come on, muscles. Come on.
Trapped.
That's it, you can do it. You'll have to take the box off the bottom. Yeah, you can tidy that. I'll tidy that up afterwards.
Tiptoe.
Right, you at the chair there. Let me shut this. And then we'll do some questions.
Make one rat related.
Rat related.
Yeah.
Well, you are the rat woman, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Star fortresses were designed to provide defensive field of fire. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. You know, it was about overlapping fields of fire with star forts. Oh, right, question time. Let's have a look at what questions we got. Star fortress with a compromise of... We need a military historian, don't we?
Don't we already have one, Dad?
No. Here's something for you guys. Shall I reach out to Sandhurst? See if we can get a proper military historian. See if we can do a terrain talk.
Yes.
I mean, I know there's loads of guys on YouTube who do that sort of stuff, and they're great guys. You know, you got Lindy, you got Shadiversity, you know, loads of them, and you know, I do watch them all. But I think even they would agree that there's a difference between someone who goes out and reads quite a lot and produces YouTube videos and a proper military historian from Sandhurst. You know what I mean? Red Green, stop with the numbers, mate.
Dad. 28, 29, 67,
Yeah.
18,
Hi.
26, 26.
Thankfully, they don't have school tomorrow or for the week. No, they're going off to my mum's tonight, aren't you? Yeah. Kez is at work tomorrow, obviously back to the top.
Do you like my yogurt pops?
If Sandhurst won't, then Britannia Royal Naval College. I could go with the Royal Naval College, but I reckon I've got better chance with Sandhurst. The reason being is I'm ex-army, and my eldest lad is, you know, currently a corporal. Yeah.
Coming in a corporal. I know.
Corbin would love to be a corporal, but he's got to get his 1 star first. What about one of the military museums? I don't know if we'd get... I don't know. All I'm thinking is... I'm just thinking when you're into sort of, what can I leverage to make this happen? And the only thing I can leverage is service. You know what I mean? Bonito, what you have to struggle through, mate. If you've got any questions, ask away.
Questions!
Right. I'm making my road sections the same as my storage box, so we make a shelf. That's smart, Rudy. I like that. Where your terrain actually becomes part of your storage solution. That's a bit like the Plateau Hills.
Oh, by the way, the numbers on my hand is just an ID code for Roblox.
Why don't you make a replica of the Somme and talk with a historian? It's about time to make a replica of the Somme. It's a large project, and you know it's got to be commercially viable, mate. Otherwise, you know, the channel dies. There's lots of big terrain projects that I'd like to do, but you've got to remember I have to make so many videos. A month. Well, a month. Yeah, to pay the bills. You know, that's where we're at the sort of minute.
Down by the coffee.
And although I could take on a big project like the Somme or something like that, it would pretty much take over the channel. And one of the things that the channel doesn't work that well with is long, ongoing projects. It really hammers the channel, tends to kill them. Yeah, I can generally do a project for about a month and have continuous videos on it before people get very bored of seeing little updates on a big project. dear God, Corbin as a Lance Jack, and you think he looked smugged earlier this week. I know. So yeah, there's lots of big terrain projects I'd like to do, but I am in that weird sort of situation of like, I have to make at least sort of 5 videos a month to pay the bills. Yeah, and so I have to focus, you know what I mean, on what videos I'm going to make and that sort of stuff. Please, can you make foam board terrain? Yeah, there's a whole playlist full of it. Go check out the Terrain Techniques, Urban Techniques. There's about 27 videos on foam board in there, mate. Right. Questions. I've got 5 questions. Yeah, let's give them a go. Okay. If I bought a product and I want to create a review video, do I need to ask the maker's seller's permission, or can I make a video review as I purchased it rather than have it donated, sponsored? My understanding of this is, yeah, you can make a review video of anything that you want, okay? People make review videos of movies, you know what I mean? People make review videos of cars. I don't think it matters whether it's been donated or anything like that, because I think it falls under fair use. You know, if you're genuinely giving a review of a product, it's fair use. You know. Secondly, the only thing that, I mean, there's 2 things that might be an issue. One might be if you create a review that's wrong, drastically wrong. You know, if you turn around and say, yeah, if you turn around and say this drink will kill you, okay, that's going to get you in hot trouble, because you're making, is it extraneous claims, the term they use, or something like that. But the idea of fair use is that it's got to be used fairly.
But it can give you diabetes.
Yeah, stop that now.
What?
It's not a joke, right? The other side is there's fair use. Got to represent it. I think you can use. I'm not 100% sure, to be truthful. I mean, I've never had any problems with any of my reviews. You know, and I'll be honest with you, you know my reviews. I'm never 100% complimentary about things. Yeah. If you've been given it free or been paid to do the review, you should state that up front. Not only should you state that up front, there's actually an option on YouTube. When you upload your video, if you go and have a look, yeah, there's a box you're supposed to tick if it's been paid, if it's sponsored, if it's product placement, yeah, and that literally puts a notification under your video, yeah.
I don't get what that means.
Oh no, they're just numbers of how many different questions have been asked.
Oh. Today you have the most questions.
Have you ever heard of giving soft plaster castings a coat of varnish to make them tough as dental plaster? Right, I've heard of I've heard of coating plaster with PVA to toughen it up. It's not something I do because I use Cristacal, and I think that's something like 16 times. No.
I just want to draw some pictures.
Let me check this.
Daddy, drawing a unicorn.
Cristacal R. Oh, is it pounds per square inch? Pounds per square inch ratio. Rating. Come on. Here we go. Let me just dig this information out because it's been a while since I checked this. Christacalar. Right, Christacalar, yeah. It's 6,400 psi. Now that's what I use. It's going to take 6,400, yeah, to basically crush it fat. Yeah. Now, plaster of Paris.
So we're gonna do the hoof there.
What's the right? Right, Christacalar, yeah. According to this, it's rated between 12 and 14,000 psi. Yeah, it's recognised as the most hard-wearing casting powder possible, and that makes sense. You see, Christacalar, what it's used for is it's used for making moulds in glass slip casting. So what they do is they make a mould of a bowl, yeah, and then they lay glass over it, and then they fire it at such a high temperature that the glass melts and falls into the mould. Yeah, and Christacalar is designed to last, like, I think Emma was telling me it was about 5 or 6 firings, and it's the only one that will, which is why Christacalar is so strong. Now, I'm just trying to find what plaster of Paris is. Plaster of Paris is around about 2,000 psi. So you're looking, Christacalar is about 6 to 7 times stronger. That's why I use it. But yeah, I have heard of it being coated. I do do that with some of my rocks occasionally. Yeah, mainly where they're sticking out a bit, I give them a little bit of a coat. Yeah, and then Right. Next question. Ori, your expanding foam video. Is it possible to apply it direct to a baseboard? And how do you think it'd go as a hill with a tunnel through it? Technically, it is, yeah, applicable to the baseboard. But the one thing you've got to remember is it grows, and you've got no control over that. Okay? So yes, you could apply it to a baseboard.
But it may grow.
Personally, I'd apply it to a sheet of greaseproof paper and then glue it to your baseboard. Yeah, because you don't know what it's going to do. Yeah, and it's also easier to shape and work while it's off the board. Yeah, because you are going to have to work it because it's going to come out in all sorts. How do you think it goes a hill with a tunnel through it? Technically fine. I can see what you're probably thinking. What, make the tunnel first and spray the stuff over the top and watch it expand over? I'd be concerned if it creeps over the entrances of the tunnel and then creep back in. You know? Right. Next question. I am working towards a salute participation game table. I've got a bit stumped. It's a sci-fi take on Mantic's The Walking Dead game. Okay. Yeah. So think red sand as per Wasteland in Blade Runner. Yeah, crossed with aliens. I have a refinery building, a landing pad, but need loads of scatter that tends to be the norm for The Walking Dead. What sort of sci-fi scatter inspiration could you share? Barrels, boxes. Yeah, sci-fi. Yeah, always has barrels, boxes, crates. Yeah, tons of the bloody stuff. It's a refinery. They're going to be everywhere. Yeah, that'll work as your scatter, mate. Yeah, what you don't want to do is go down the route of doing junk. Yeah, you'll make it look like a junkyard, and at the end of the day, industrial areas and stuff like that, they don't have junk just lying around. Yeah, they might have a junk pile and they might have have a place where they put the junk, but as general scatter, they wouldn't have that. Now, a refinery, yeah, they're going to have barrels and stuff all over the place and that sort of stuff, I reckon. Has Corbin come down with a bug? No, Corbin's fine.
It's just me and Dad.
Are you doing your level best to sniff there?
I can do better.
Don't try and sniff. Storage containers? Yeah, that's a great one, Matt.
Don't look at what I'm doing.
Pallets are always everywhere in a refinery. Nice one. What else we got, guys? See you later, Ant. Nice one, nerd.
Are you insulting somebody, or is somebody's name Nerd on here?
The Nerd Shack.
Oh.
Big pipes? Yeah, big pipes. I can see that, Jez. Suggestions from the floor. Welcome. Well, that's what the terrainiacs are for. And I'm working on a skirmish style game using Green Army men set in the same universe. I want him to get my game. Awaiting laying. Stacks of ores and ingots. Yeah, if it was a refinery, it doesn't have to be an oil refinery. So we're talking containers, barrels, crates, pipes, possible pallets, trash bins, skips. Yeah.
Also, wait, are we talking about a disposal yard?
Something like that. Yeah. Why? What do you think?
Because if you got like a little tub,
Yeah.
painted it green, painted the top black, then you can make it look like rubbish.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Top tip, Wills. Top tip. Stacks of drywall and other parts of repairing. Yep. There are loads of suggestions there, mate. I'll look forward to seeing that. Salute. Hi, Mum. I'm curious if you've done any work on 1/6 scale terrain. No, mate. No, that's way too big for my sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Majority of my
That'd be
stuff is 156 or 28 mil. Mel, any plans on doing recommendations for tabletop RPG gridded terrain? Oh, no. No.
No.
No.
No.
You don't mess with the cardboard crafters. I'll have the DMGs after me if I start doing that. No, to be truthful, the sort of gridded stuff, yeah, I did a little of it with Her Starts when I first started the channel, but I leave that to the thing is, I've only personally ever played two games of Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah. Don't look at me like that.
I played it with you.
You haven't played Dungeons and Dragons with me.
Yeah.
And I didn't enjoy either of them. Yeah. So with regards to with regards to all the gridded stuff and all the sort of stuff for Dungeons and Dragons, I leave that to the DMG crowd. You know, the DM crowd. You know, that's their area. You know, it's the same reason I don't do model railway stuff. I know a lot of you guys are railway guys. Yeah, but it's not my area. You know, I like my war games terrain. Yeah, so that's where my focus is. Did you get your 3D printer yet? No, didn't even realise I was going for one. I said I know what you call it. You know, I've been thinking about it, but...
Wait, 3D printer?
Calm down, duck.
Do you know what I can do? I can print...
Mel, when are you next playing World of Tanks? Maybe a little later. I'll see how I feel. What's that?
You know, with the 3D printer idea, do you know how I'll keep printing out?
Go on.
Rats. I can literally have our own
all hair and cardboard.
Decorations.
DMG, Dungeon Masters Guild. No, is that... He's normally here. Where is the DMG info?
DMG! Say hi!
Gareth, you know. The only man I know who made wargaming boards out of pizza boxes. Swear that man's got a fetish for cardboard. What?
Pizza boxes.
You're not making terrain out of pizza boxes. You don't need an excuse to have pizza boxes, and no, you're not having pizza.
Daddy, let's get ordered 10 boxes of pizza. I want to make a real life unicorn.
To be perfectly honest, I'm not a big fan of pizza. You see, I just see it as fancy cheese and tomato on toast. Yeah. But the sort of takeaway up the road, they do a cheesy bean pizza with what do you call it, porky sausages on, don't they? And okay, I'll have a slice of that. That's all right. But you know, for you, Corbin and Mum, it's like God's food, isn't it?
Yeah. Dad, would you rather eat 300 donuts in an hour for £300, or 50 pizzas in 2 hours for £50?
For £50, £100.
50.
£100.
£100.
Right.
Which one?
Well, first off, you tell me what £50 is correctly.
$5 million?
You tell me what 50 times 100 is right now.
50.
50 times 100.
And that's done. So 1, 0, 1 times 5 is 5. Then add them up. There. 5. 50? I don't get this.
Okay. Alright.
That's how Mr. Limblad taught us.
Well, Mr. Lindblad's an idiot. 50 times 100. 50 times 10.
50 times 10. 500?
50 times 100. What's the next unit along?
1.
If you times it by 100, if you times it by 10, you add a 0 to the end, don't you?
So do I add 2 zeros?
Yeah, which gives you...
5,000.
Well done. Whew.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me again. Has Mr. Lindblad not taught you that? You've been taught units, tens, hundreds.
But he says that we're not allowed to add zeros on. Because he said that we've got to multiply it by 10. What? I can do 19 times 59.
Do you know what? I'm glad you're so smart. Just so you know, she's like a couple of years ahead of the rest of the class, aren't you?
Yeah.
So 50 times 100, a nice 40k starter army prize.
Hey, I did it! I did it! Now I better get that army prize.
So is the burger. What? How was she taught to do that on paper? Mate, I don't... It's ridiculous. This new maths that they teach kids nowadays, it is ridiculous. Fun fact about Roman food, they actually had an ordinance regulating the sale of hamburgers around the Colosseum. I can imagine that. See, I can imagine because the Romans were quite good at that sort of stuff.
Now, can I borrow your phone a minute? I've got to check if what Miss Lillard is teaching me is true.
Right, what is it?
19 times 55.
Okay.
And I think it's that. Can you just test it?
Okay, well, let's try it this way. What's 10 times 55?
10 times 55 is 550.
What's 20 times 55?
10.
It's double what the last answer was, isn't it?
I know, I'm just trying to think how I would.
So 550 doubled.
550. 1,001. 100?
Yeah. So if 19 is 155 less,
Yeah.
take 155 away from 1,100. What you got left with? Correct.
Yay! Dad, we actually do learn a lot of methods to do stuff like this.
That's lucky. That's proper long multiplication. Right. Any more questions? Yeah, there's one. What project are you and Corb working on? You mentioned it on the studio stream. We wanted to do an X-Wing one. Yeah, but we haven't started it yet because I've been ill.
So, Dad, give me 2 numbers. That are
No,
over
calm down with the numbers now. Watch clip. From a 17-year-old, the new style mask is weird as heck and completely superfluous when compared with the old style of standard form masks. Mate, it's crazy. New systems for everything. Right.
5 times.
Oh, God. We've had a paper.
From who?
I don't know.
Stream Heroes!
From Graham. Graham Rigg.
Can I type it in?
Yeah. Well, he sent us a 20.
Yay!
Thank you, Graham.
Type.
Alright, let me get this on. Wait, I haven't done any shout-outs for that sort of stuff, but thank you, Graham. Right, what you got to do? So you go
Do I do it in all caps?
No, just first one in cap. No, not Mister. Just his first name. Capital for the first one. Yeah. Then a space. Then you want capital R. No. Don't put his whole name out there, darling. Yeah. Click refresh. In fact, I'll click refresh. There you go. Thank you, Graham.
I thought you were meant to put the full name. Oopsie.
Bill's saying, please stop. You're giving me maths nightmares from 6th grade. No
Never.
barfing on the X-Wing. No, watch clip. We've had some new ships. I've got Slave 1. See you later now.
16, 20, 24.
Thank you, Graham. Here, we spent on cough sweets.
No! You spend it on terrain.
I do. You spent on filler.
Hello.
Hey, Mowgli. I call him Mowgli not only because he spends most of his time half naked, but he was also born outdoors. Oh!
Now let me add these.
Love a good game of X-Wing. Yeah.
Basically get your milkshake in a thing with a lid on, and then all your extras separate. Do you know what I mean? Right, cool. Get yourself dressed.
I think the new maths concepts were just a wedge to divide children and parents. I just love how, our kids came home with all these new maths things and we just sat down and taught them properly. Now they're both years ahead of the rest of the class when it comes to maths. Hey, Corb.
Yeah.
What's the best way of doing maths? The old school way or the new way that the schools teach you?
It's like the old way, really.
Old way.
How far ahead in maths are you?
Some really cool maths
What?
tricks.
Look, I'm writing them all down right now.
Are you?
Yeah, and then we got.
Shirtless Corb, the evening is complete yet.
Hey, they can tell them, think themselves lucky they haven't seen him in his pants.
Dad, that's new school, and so is that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, life is hard. Literally, when we have tests.
You can keep it, Wills. I'll stick with old school.
Yeah, I don't like this way, but they make me do it in tests.
Heard there was this tsunami. I've seen a few comments. New York tsunami or something.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. Let's go for news.
Isn't copyright that we're putting news on YouTube?
I can't see anything about it. I wonder if Twitter's got anything. If it's trending on Twitter. You can always normally tell if something's happened if it's trending on Twitter. New York. Let's search for New York. What comes up for that latest? Wouldn't appear so.
Nope, none.
There's a really good way taught in Japan to do with counting lines. I know the one where you do like the crosses. Here's the thing, Corbin was taught that in primary school, yeah, as one of the techniques. So he did it, and then when he went to high school, he did it in his maths book when he was solving a problem. Yeah, and he got a detention for doodling, because the teacher didn't know it was a Japanese way of solving maths. We've had a couple of big quakes in Mexico, but no tsunami warnings for the west coast. Yeah, we had an earthquake here. Was it today, or was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Was it yesterday? That's how ill I've been. And there's a vague recollection there was an earthquake at some time, but I don't remember it. Anything you recommend me to pick up for easy terrain hours? I get money on Tuesday for my birthday. Whoop whoop. Oh, it depends, mate. How much money are you getting, and how far down the terrain journey are you? I always say probably the best investment for a terrain build, I would say, is an airbrush.
Daddy,
Westy?
do you like unicorns and happy stuff?
Of course I do.
Even happy sun.
A happy sun and a happy cloud.
And happy unicorns. Can I show it?
Go on then, very quickly. Oh, he's dressed now. Yeah. There we go. Okay.
Yay. Blip, bloop, blap, bloop, bloop.
Right, so now I don't know about any tsunamis. Right. Quick check of any questions.
Can I read one?
I'm caught up on my questions.
Oh yeah.
Right, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, we're meant to be getting bags to fill up our stuff.
Oh, so you're supposed to be getting ready for Nanny? Yeah.
I'll come back down in a second because I
Go
only
get-
need one thing.
Young lady,
Right.
go get your jobs done first.
Right, are your rats fed?
I'm trying to learn. I was infected by a guy in a Nazi concentration. Wow, the Trachtenberg speed system of basic math. That sounds deep. Shut the door.
Okay.
Cyclone in New Zealand, right? Mel, what is the status of the trenches? They're painted. Just gotta have flock on them. You see, what I've been doing, yeah, is I'm saving them for the big reveal, and I only want this series to have one more video in it, yeah, which is why you haven't seen anything, yeah, as of yet. But, yeah, if I very quickly, and this is going to be a rough thing on the screen, yeah, let me just dig out a media file, yeah, not dig out a media file, but let me just grab something that I can show you, but that isn't going to give the whole game away.
Done it. Easy.
Cool, where's the... Which one do you reckon? Let's go. Let's go pre-sandbag. Yeah, there you go. So, sorry about the rough and ready way of showing you guys. Yeah, but
That's what we got.
now they're actually a lot further than that. It's
Yeah.
just I don't want to reveal how much further than that they are. But
That's the best one, John. Was it you got the Johns?
the saturated colours work so
That-
well.
I did good on those.
Inside a duvet.
I did good on those flooring.
With all the
You did, mate. You did.
Can I tell you the one
You
thing?
put boards over it though.
I have
Me.
to.
kids,
That's what it was there for.
kids, a few minutes and you go in. Have you got shoes on?
So there you go. That's where.
All I needed 2 seconds.
Did you get your clothes for tomorrow, Nan?
Cool. We're gonna move the table back.
Oh yeah.
Just not Corbin, just Willow.
Yeah. So a couple of spoilers. Yeah. Yeah. So that's where they are. The reason you haven't seen any more is, like I say, I don't want this to be 5 videos. Yeah. So I'm waiting till I've finished the lot. Now they've got to be flocked, sealed, and then they've got to have the water effects added to them for the mud and that sort of stuff. So there's still a bit to do on them. It's not a massive amount, but you will get them all when they're all done. Yeah. But like I say, what I've discovered what happens is, yeah, and this is a bit. If I share pictures of it painted online, I'm essentially sort of like, I'm taking the flash out of, you know, not the flash, but I'm taking the oomph out of the final reveal, because once it's flopped, it doesn't look that much difference, you know. Whereas if the last photos you posted and the last things, you know, the internet has seen was, right, this is it all built ready for painting, and then you go for the full reveal, yeah, you get a far better response. People like it a lot better. For example, when I did my D-Day board, yeah, when I shared a photo of that painted, I think it got something like 1,000 likes on the Bolt Action group. Yeah. But a week later, when I shared the photo of it flopped, I only got 200. Because it wasn't that much of a different change from when it was painted. Yeah. And so, like I say, I'm basically sitting on all of that. Wait a second.
Oh no, it's just
Yeah.
how people spell my name.
It's all right. Don't worry. What you call it? So I'm sitting on all of it. The other thing that I realised what I'm going to do is, once I've actually finished the project, I'm probably going to go read through the footage and do a single half-hour Let's Make that's concentrated on the actual techniques, yeah, of the actual trench making.
Dad, can I read the comment that I saw now? Looks like Willow's staying for 10 days. I only have enough for 2 nights.
She's already got tons of stuff at
Am I
Nanny's.
a cat?
Are you a cat? No.
Oh.
You're a child. No, actually, it shouldn't be long till they're finished, but like I say, that's why you haven't seen anything, because I am very specifically not sharing photos, not sharing updates. Yeah. Basically, after it got built, it went the project went dark until it's finished painting.
And look, all that's in there is bears,
I was going to say it's next. I don't mind
phone, card,
Yeah, in a jeans.
yeah, no, that's it.
Right.
I have a lot of bears. I look like I'm in a beanie. Can we attach a bubble to the top
It's a
of this?
Stoke Witch. It is a Stoke Witch, isn't it?
I need to attach a little bubble so I can
A little
do that.
bubble. What's up?
Did you put the red cover on the bed? On your guy's bed?
No.
The dog's put it on himself then.
You're shitting me.
No.
Tuck so he can snuggle
It
on
isn't like, it looks like dead crumpled up on the edge of the bed.
The dog's pulled the cover up on the bed so he can get on the bed.
Obviously, have you really?
You alright?
I'll be fine.
Oh. Don't think you can go to nannies if you're ill.
Oh, hell, no.
Yeah, when he walks in, you mean like, you know,
Ugh.
Wait, Dad.
Yes. We're not talking about your boyfriend on my live stream.
You just said it out
Well, you
loud.
raised it and you know you did. You know what you're doing.
No.
Don't play those games with me.
No.
Oz has some hidden talents, doesn't he just?
Yeah?
Look, boy, if you want to come on the stream, come on the stream.
Yes, Oz at it, agent. Ozzy, are you a secret agent? Yes.
Are you sure you haven't put that blanket on?
No, I haven't put the blanket on.
Tell YouTube and let them guess.
I haven't put the blanket on.
They don't believe you.
How do you know, Malcolm? I've actually commented.
Trust me, I already know they don't believe you. Because I don't believe you.
I haven't put the blanket on.
Everybody, say Corbin put it on.
I actually haven't put it on.
Corbin, do you think it would look cooler if
He's
I
still
actually
looking
got
for his
the
ducky.
top? Quack, quack. Quack, quack. Quack, quack.
Oh, yeah, we've mentioned his ducky. He's off looking for his ducky now.
He had some pooed out the green duck.
Oh, right, okay. According to the green bits in his poo, yeah? The green ducky is gone.
Wait, which green ducky? The one that we brought him?
Yeah.
The little green ducky, the yellow one's in the back.
No, my rubber ducky from year 4.
Yeah, see ya. YouTube doesn't believe you, dude.
Come on, I'm telling the truth. I didn't put it on.
Or his palms sweating. He's a teenage boy. He's constantly greasy and sweating.
Willow, get your coats. Shoes on.
Corb speaketh the truth.
I do.
Look at his woman.
Jace is ringing me now. Gotta answer Jace. Mr. Green.
Hi.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Put it on speaker.
Your mum's in. All right, okay. So, been dealt with. Yeah, that's the mate.
Mute the.
I'll tell everyone's ill at the minute, mate. Sorry guys, quick update. Jace is absolutely fine, yeah. Just got some family stuff going on, and it's not my place to talk about it or make it public. You know, I'm not saying it's anything bad, but you know, he's got just family, personal things going on, so hence me silencing the stream. I mean, he probably wouldn't be bothered about me talking about it, but you know what I mean. Are you still really going on about that guy? Come on, we get him all the time.
Go on then, I love you.
Creepy pasta.
Alright, bye. Love ya.
It's been lucky. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had our Sunday show trolls. Yeah, this is actually the first week in a month that I've actually listed the show in the gaming category. Yeah, we've been hiding in the makeup category for for the past month. So when it shows up of what's streaming, if you're into makeup, yeah, on a Sunday night, you got me. But yeah, we'll do. Feeling better, a little, but it's been rough. No. Nice try. I miss Sniper Joe. He was a good Sniper Joe, wasn't he? That's why. Yeah. We've been randomly hiding in different categories. Because what I thought it was is we went through a glutton of getting just really excessive trolled. Do you know what I mean? That disrupted the chat and that sort of stuff. And I thought, okay, this is pretty typical for gamey channels, and you know, I'm listed in gaming, which when I go live it puts me in the same streams as people who are streaming computer gaming, you know what I mean? So my feed would get recommended under like people playing computer games. And what I thought is, right, okay, we were at a stage where, you know, we were getting well over 100 people watching a show, so people were, 100 watching, that's got to be worse. And then we got the trolls. And so the past month we've been hiding out in various makeup, makeup and cosmetic categories and fashion categories. Chillax, nerd. Well, we could talk about makeup. I think Kat and I can do that. How very sexist of you. I could talk about makeup too. I'm learning a lot about makeup. It reduces the shine. Oh, you can shut up. Anyway, everyone on YouTube reckons it's your fault I'm this ill. I fell ill on Thursday, same day you started working with cyanide.
You were already ill when I got home.
I'm iller.
If it was because I was working with cyanide, you'd be dead.
Could be a little bit of cyanide. Gary B, thanks for all the great idea, Ari the Wizard's Tower. Your ideas have led me to find a design in the Oxford Dictionary of Architecture which can be applied. Nice! I didn't even know there was an Oxford Dictionary of Architecture. The lipstick question? Oh, let's get into it. Right. We've had no more questions. How far through are we? It's coming up on past. Mel's flagging. I think I'm reaching, what do you call it? Not saturation. I'm reaching the end of my, you know what I mean? No, I don't. Actually, no, I don't, which is rare. But then again, I haven't been drinking that much. I'm probably dehydrated, to be truthful. I'm iller, not your, what you call it, not your snappiest comeback. Oh. Check PayPal, buddy. We had another one. I've had no notifications, mate, so let me just check. That's becoming a common thing with PayPal recently. We've had a few. Thanks, PayPal. Say again?
Why are you saying thanks, PayPal? It isn't PayPal that's giving you.
I've been sarcastic. Right. I've got 2 names to add. Okay, first off. Yeah. We have Christian. Christian E. Yeah. He sent in, looks like €2. I have to sort of guesstimate it because obviously there's a little fee that comes off it as well. Yeah. And then on top of that, I'm seeing, yeah, 4 nuggets from our Jez. There we go. Thank you, guys. Now that's everything I'm seeing at the minute. I'm wondering if PayPal's playing up. Yeah. If it is, yeah, we'll call it next week. Get sick, don't feel like drinking, get dehydrated, get sicker. Yeah, I know. Drink, don't get drunk. Can't wait to see the trenches finished. The trenches will look really nice. Go on. I'll sneak you one last photo before I go. Yeah. Now understand, when I show you this, the last photo I have on the computer here is, it was just before the sandbags, yeah, were given a wash. So they're a bit bright, okay? But I think it's... Yeah, that's probably a good one to show you the composition between the 2 pieces. Let's open that one. Cat, next week's schedule. I should be in the studio on Thursday, darling, but I don't know, to be perfectly honest. So there you are. Yeah, my ochre base and then a dry brush of cream on the sandbags there. Now that's all I'm going to show you. Pagan Shredhead, Christian is me. Nice one, dude. Yeah, that's all I'm going to show you at this point. Yeah, because I don't want to give too much of the game away. Yeah, but yeah, next week's schedule. I would like to have a video out on Tuesday, but I don't think it's going to be on Tuesday. It's probably going to be Wednesday before I get that finished. Okay. Thursday, I'll do my best to be live, whether in the studio or at home, but it really depends on tomorrow how I wake up and how I feel and that sort of thing, guys. Those sandbags, though. What about me sandbags? In case what gains traction. The not knowing is killing us. No, I'm not going to show more. Look, I'm not. I've already shown you more than I should have. Yeah, because I was keeping it secret. Yeah, but you know, you lot of my people, aren't you? You know, you're my Sunday nighters. Yeah, so I had to share it. Yeah, but I'm not showing you any more. Yeah, because if I show you any more, then it will spoil the final release. You know what I mean? It's funny with a name like that, being such a heathen. Pagan Shredhead, called Christian. Will you use an airbrush on your trenches? I did. Right. I'm going to call it now, guys. Listen, first off to the guys who supported the stream, Graham, Christian, and Jez, Pagan. Yeah, thank you, guys. Okay. To the rest of you, basically, you've kept me company and tolerated my illness. Yeah. Thank you, folks. Yeah. And in the meantime, I will see you soon. There will be more videos out. Yeah, because that's what we do here, damn it. Yeah, and fingers crossed I'll get into the studio, get my trenches finished, and then I can show you them finished. Right, all the best, yeah? I'll catch you later, folks. Ta-da.